Hello everybody! This week for cooking class we are going to make quiche in a cup. But before we make quiche in a cup, we need some ingredients. So to get our ingredients we need to go shopping. But it's always terrible to go shopping without a list. So we are going to make our ingredients list, then go shopping, and then come back home to cook our quiche in a cup. So first, to make quiche in a cup, we need eggs. So we will put eggs on our shopping list. Next, we need mushroom. So we put mushroom on our shopping list. I think we need 2 or 3 more ingredients. So maybe we can put tomatoes, and maybe we can put some cheese. Let's put cheese in our quiche in a cup. Cheese. So now we have 4 ingredients to go into our quiche in a cup. We have eggs, mushrooms, tomatoes, and cheese. Okay, let's go shopping. Okay, this is our supermarket. Its name is Pick and Pay. So we are going to buy all of our ingredients from this shop. Let's go. On our list of ingredients is eggs, mushroom, tomato, and cheese. So, our mushroom is the first thing we are going to buy. These are white mushrooms. Everyone say white mushroom. White mushroom. Now we can tick it off our list. Let's go to the next ingredient. These are tomatoes. Everyone say tomatoes. Tomatoes. For our tomatoes, we can look at them. We use our eyes to look at the tomatoes to check if they are very nice. I think these tomatoes are good. What do you think? Now we can mark tomatoes off our list. Now we need 2 more ingredients. We need eggs and cheese. So let's go find our next ingredient. one of our last two ingredients is cheese. So we are going to choose the cheese that we want in our quiche and then mark it off our list. This is cheese. Everyone say cheese. Cheese. Okay, now we have 3 out of our 4 ingredients. The last ingredient is eggs. So let's go find the eggs. Eggs are our last ingredient, so we will choose free-range eggs. These are eggs. Everyone say eggs. These are eggs. Eggs are the last thing we need to make our quiche. Now we can mark eggs off the list. And if you look in our cart, we have mushrooms, tomatoes, cheese, and eggs. The last thing we need to do is we need to pay for our ingredients. So let's go pay. Now that we've bought our ingredients, we can go inside and cook. I forgot one ingredient. Teacher Grant likes spicy food, so I think I'm going to add chili to my quiche in a cup. Let's go get a chili. As you can see, in our garden, we are growing some chilies. So, we have green chilies, and we have red chilies. Green chili, red chili. But the green chili is not ready to eat. So I think we will take one red chili. And this will make my quiche in a cup very spicy, which is very delicious. Let's go back inside. Okay everyone, we have our ingredients. Now it's time to cook. So, who can remember the rules to the magic kitchen? Rule number 1 is you always ask, please may I come in? Rule number 2 is to put on your apron. Put on your apron. Rule number 3 is to wash your hands. And remember, we need to wash our hands very carefully, okay? We need to make sure that our hands are clean. And the last rule, rule number 4, is to sit nicely at the table. So let's sit down and begin cooking. Okay, now that we have our ingredients and we've washed our hands and have our apron on, it's time to cook. So let's look at our ingredients and what we need to make our quiche in a cup. First, we need a cutting board. Everyone say cutting board. cutting board. We use a cutting board so that we do not damage the table, so that we do not cut the table. Next, we need a cup. Because what are we making? We're making a quiche in a cup. So we need a cup that we can put in the microwave. Next, we need a knife. But remember, a knife is very sharp. So do you think you can lick the knife? No, thank you. We do not lick the knife. Next, we need a whisk. Everyone say whisk. We need a whisk to mix our quiche in the cup. Then we need a grater. This is a grater, and we use a grater to grate our cheese. These are all of the utensils that we will use. So now it is time to look at our ingredients. Our first ingredient is eggs. Our first ingredient is eggs. We need 2 eggs to make our quiche in the cup. But you can see I have 4 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And because I have 4 eggs, but I only need 2 eggs to make my quiche in a cup, I'm going to ask Teacher Shona to also make a quiche in the cup. But Teacher Shona does not like to eat all the ingredients that Teacher Grant wants in his quiche in the cup. So we can each make one, and we can choose our own ingredients, which will make it very yummy for me and very yummy for Teacher Shona. Our next ingredient is mushrooms. Everyone say mushrooms. Mushrooms. So now we have eggs and we have mushrooms. Our third ingredient, ingredient number 3, is tomato. Everyone say tomato. Tomato. Now we have eggs, mushrooms, and tomato. Our fourth ingredient is cheese. Everyone say cheese. Cheese. And ingredient number 5, which Teacher Grant forgot to think about, is chili. We have a red chili, which I will put in my quiche in a cup. Number 1, we need to grate our cheese. Remember, we use a grater to grate our cheese. So, when you open the cheese, we use the grater. You can choose. You can use the very small side or the bigger side. You can choose. So, Teacher Grant will use the big side. And we grate our cheese. So when we grate our cheese, we always go down. But it is very sharp. So you must be careful for your fingers. Okay? Be safe. So we grate our cheese. Now I have my grated cheese. The next step is to cut the mushrooms and the tomatoes and the chili. So we will use our knife and we will cut the mushrooms, the tomato, and the chili. Teacher Grant is going to use 2 mushrooms in his quiche. When we cut, the knife is very sharp, so be safe. Do not cut your finger, okay? that is 1 mushroom and 2 mushrooms. Now we have our cheese and our mushroom. Next, we need to cut the tomato. Everyone say tomato. So we need to cut the tomato into small pieces so that it can fit inside our cup. Okay, next we need to cut our chili. But when you cut your chili, the chili will make your fingers very spicy. So do not rub your eyes or your nose because it will make it very burny, okay? So when we cut the chili, we take all of the seeds out of the chili. We take all of the seeds out of the chili. Inside the chili are seeds. But the seeds make it very spicy. So we take the seeds out of the chili so that it is clean. And then we can cut this chili into small pieces. Okay, everyone, now Teacher Grant has 4 ingredients. He has cheese, mushroom, tomato, and chili. And the last ingredient is eggs. But Teacher Shona does not like tomato or chili. So on Teacher Shona's cutting board, she has cheese and mushrooms. And the last ingredient is eggs. So now it is time to put everything in our cup. Everything in our cup. So, number 1, we are going to take 2 eggs. 2 eggs and crack them into the cup. But you must be careful because you do not want any shell. You do not want any shell in the cup. So we can crack the egg and put it inside the cup. That was number 1. Now number 2. Okay, now we use our whisk. We use our whisk to mix the eggs. We need to whisk the eggs to mix the yellow with the white. Now that we have mixed the egg, we need to add our other ingredients. So we are going to add the mushrooms. We are going to add the tomatoes. We are going to add the chilies. And the last ingredient is the cheese. We are going to add the cheese. Now we can use our whisk to mix it all together. Mix it all together in our cup. Okay, now our quiche is ready to cook. So, we are going to take Teacher Grant's quiche and Teacher Shona's quiche and put them in the microwave. Okay, now all of our ingredients are in our cup, and we need to use the microwave to cook our quiche. So, our cup goes in the microwave, in the middle of the microwave, so that it can cook evenly. Next, we are going to put the microwave on for 1 minute and 30 seconds. But we will stop it after 1 minute because the quiche will grow very big and it will fall out of the cup. Out of the microwave, we need to use an oven glove because the quiche, the cup, will be very warm. So we use an oven glove to take the quiche out and we check. Now it still needs a little bit more time to cook, so we can put it back inside.
Take it out.
Okay. Now our quiche in a cup is ready to eat, but this will still be very hot, so we can wait 2 minutes before eating our quiche in a cup. Now that our quiche is cooked, we can use our knife to take the quiche out of the cup. So we use our knife to go around the outside of the quiche. Next, we can use the knife on top of the cup. We turn the cup and then we slowly bring our quiche out. Now our quiche looks like a cloud on our plate. Because what are we learning about this week? We are learning about weather. So now our quiche in a cup has turned into a cloud on a plate. Let's eat.